It is about corruption. Because William Ruto has made Kenya, State House is a crime scene. Kenya is a criminal enterprise as a country. So what has happened, Vaughan, I must tell you the truth. When William Ruto introduced money in Parliament for the impeachment, he paid a lot of money. He whetted the appetite of the MPs and the senators. 10 million. So these guys want money every day.
Did you counter that offer?
Yeah?
Did you counter that offer during your impeachment?
I did not. In fact, people came to me and said, Rigi, we like you, we love you, but we are being offered this. Can you give a counter offer? I said, no, I don't have the money. And even if I had, I don't think I believe in this. Just go ahead and do what you must do. Others came. In fact, there is an MP from the coast, a friend of mine, a great friend of mine. He came and showed me the messages William Ruto had sent him, threatening him to jail him if he doesn't sign for me. And he came and said, I have children, my brother, I am crying as I do this, but I have been forced. These are the messages. Another MP from South Rift, a good friend of mine, came and showed me the messages of threats and intimidation from William Ruto.
A former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has once again taken his political battle to the public stage, this time with a sharp accusation aimed directly at President William Ruto. Appearing on a live interview, Gachagua claimed that the head of state is at the center of widespread corruption in Parliament. We accuse the president of bribing members of parliament and senators to push through controversial legislation and secure political loyalty. Gachagua said that lawmakers were offered money during critical vote in the recent past, including the highly contested 2024 finance bill. According to him, members of parliament received cash reward for backing the bill, while senators were allegedly given even larger amount to ensure it passed. He claimed that this was not an isolated case, but a part of the broader pattern where financial inception were used to control parliamentary outcomes. He also tied his impeachment to the same alleged practice. The former deputy president claimed that MPs who voted in favor of removing him from office were rewarded with cash payment. He described the figure involved as substantial, with senators said to have received millions to guarantee their vote. To him, this suggestion that the process was less about law and accountability and more about money and political manipulation. Beyond the payment, Gachagua alleged that the president is maintaining secret records of all the lawmakers who have accepted a bribe. He suggests that these records are being used as a tool of blackmail, ensuring that those who benefit from such payment cannot later turn against the president. According to him, this tactic forces politicians into long-term loyalty, not out of principle, but out of fear that their past dealing could be exposed. He went further to accuse the president of using state institutions as part of this strategy. Agencies such as Kenya Revenue Authority and the Directorate of Criminal Investigation, he said, were being weaponized against leaders who refused to cooperate with the bribery system. Legislators who resisted were allegedly threatened with audit investigation or charged meant to intimidate them into silence or compliance. The former deputy president described the State House as the center of this network of corruption. He suggested that the highest office in the land has become a place where political decisions were driven not by public interest but by money changing hands. He painted a picture of a government where the machinery of power was fueled by bribery, leaving little room for genuine debate or independence among elected leaders. In his view, the situation has reached alarming level because even a public display of loyalty were being financed. He accused senior figures in government of carrying cash in sacks to bribe a group of young people and women to chant slogans in favor of extending the president's rule. For him, this stage shows how support were evident that the political system had been corrupted from top to bottom. Gachagua's remark represents one of the strongest direct attacks on President Ruto since his removal from office. The two leaders, once political allies, have become fiery opponents, with Gachagua frequently accusing the president of betraying democratic principles. His latest claim fit into the broader narrative I has been building, in one in which the government is portrayed as using money and intimidation rather than ideas and accountability to maintain power. The timing of his remarks also added to the weight debates about corruption and accountability dominating public discussion. His statement touches on sensitive issues that affect both parliament and ordinary citizens. Many Kenyans have long suspected that money plays a major role in political decision-making, and Gachagua's allegation appear to confirm those suspicions.
And therefore, they brought charges against me, and there was no evidence. So once we came into office, the DPP got to the DCI to swear an affidavit. It's on record in court and said we had nothing against this man. We were told to prosecute him. We had no evidence. Even if that matter proceeded, it would still have been dismissed by the courts. Okay? What pains me, Yvonne, and I feel very sad, is at that time when we were being persecuted by the fourth administration, William Ruto saw that in his administration, never again will he allow the use of the criminal justice system to punish those opposed to him. Yeah? He gave that undertaking that he will never allow. And politics will be done the conventional way, through persuasion and consensus and concurrence. The minute he became president, I don't know what happens to that state house. Somebody is elected, he's a good man. When he reaches there, you know, sometimes I even get very worried of being elected president. Somebody who was a reasonable person, somebody who was saying great things, somebody who was sensible, somebody who was for the rule of law, he becomes president and becomes a monster. William Ruto gave us an undertaking, in private and in public, that under his watch, in his leadership, he will never allow the use of the criminal justice system to pursue politics. That's exactly what he's doing, you know? And that's what I'm saying is, I don't believe he is the same person. You know, sometimes I think he's a double, you know? Because this man used to sit with me here with Pastor Dorcas, and we pray together. And the things he said he cannot do. Kwanzaa, he said in an interview, I will never allow anybody to punish my deputy. I will never allow anybody to lack respect for him. I will never allow anybody to do to my deputy what Uhuru Kenyatta has done to me. He not only did the same, but he went ahead to do what Uhuru Kenyatta never did.